Hey guys, it's that guy here with all of the new light novels coming out this week, December 1st to December 8th. Honestly, this is mainly a digital week this week. In fact, I actually think all of these are digital, which means all of the physical stuff will be next week. That tends to be how it happens. But before we start, let me know if you guys prefer this to be done weekly or monthly. Weekly means I can get things on top and talk about things a little bit more in depth. But monthly, well, there's just a little bit more content. Now, first up on the 2nd of December, we have both Cooking with Wild Game Volume 28 and The Blessing of Leaf, Leave This Magical Letdown Alone Volume 2. Cooking with Wild Game is honestly one of my most favourite titles from J Novel Club. If you ever wanted an isekai set in the Bronze Age but focuses on hunting and cooking, then this one is certainly for you. This one just spends entire volumes just talking about cooking whatever wild game has been caught by Best Girl I-Fa. Now, I've only read the first few volumes, but can confirm this one is something special, and is definitely my pick of the week for this week. Like I said, we also have The Blessing of Leaf, Leave This Magical Letdown Alone, Volume 2. This one looks like your typical overpowered girl in another world with a bunch of guys running around after her, if I'm perfectly honest. I haven't read it, can't say much more than that from what my initial impression is, but if you're into that kind of thing, overpowered girl with all of the abilities, is super perfect and has a load of guys chasing after her, you're going to have a lot of fun with this one. On the 4th of December, we have My Daughter Left the Nest and Returned an S-Rank Adventurer, Volume 12. Now, this one appears to be a short story collection, presumably taking place after the events of Volume 11, and from the synopsis, sounds pretty much that's all it is. Have you guys read it? Is it worth checking out? I presume with 12 volumes, there is something there worth reading. I just honestly have never heard of this one before. On December 5th, we have Magic Stole Gourmet, Eating Magical Power Made Me the Strongest, Volume 7. Now, this continues our adventures with Ein, a young man born with the power to break down poisonous substances. Sadly, he's cast aside by his family and forced to live as a crown prince in his grandfather's kingdom. But with cute girls. Absolutely tragic for some of these protagonists, isn't it? Absolutely horrible. We also have Volume 9 of the Mythical Heroes Overworld Chronicles, unexpectedly summoned to the world of Altea. Hero Arguno soon discovers this isn't his first visit. Long ago, he was the Hero King Mars, ruler of battlefields and founder of empires. Can he live up to his own legend now that Altea needs him again? Now, the artwork on this one looks pretty darn nice if I'm honest. And it seems to be one of those hero titles where the hero goes into a bunch of skirmishes, a bunch of mini wars to unite all of the different kingdoms and races and all of that good fun. I'm sure he'll collect a waifu or two along the way. And lastly, on December 6th, we have Dungeon Dive, Aim for the Deepest Level, Volume 9. An ordinary kid finds himself in an RPG-style fantasy world and resolves to do whatever it takes to conquer the heart of the dungeon and get back home to his little sister. Just how calculating will he be in his quest, and what lessons will he learn? Let's face it, dungeon diving isn't a particularly new or exciting genre to delve into, but if I'm honest, the artwork on this one looks absolutely phenomenal and is absolutely selling the series for me. Is it worth trying? Let me know in the comments. I don't particularly love dungeon diving, but they end up being pretty good turn your brain off fun little series as it is, if done correctly. Alright then, that's your lot this week. Not gonna lie, this one feels a little quiet. Probably because next week we have an absolute unit. Yen Press are gearing up for a ton of physical releases, and we've got a few from 7 Seas as well. Now, let me know in the comments, do you prefer this being a weekly thing or a monthly thing? And as always, let me know what you guys are picking up this week. Remember to support the channel by subscribing and liking this video. See you next week.